Before watching a Mistful Sky presentation, it's advised that you listen to the following disclaimer. This presentation is a work of fiction. Any similarities to real-life people, events, and places are purely coincidental and are a part of the author's imagination. This presentation contains valid emergency alert system tones that, if transmitted on EAS equipment or AM radio frequencies, can cause a real activation of the emergency alert system. Unauthorized or false activations of the emergency alert system are considered federal offenses, and you can be fined anywhere between $20,000 to $1 million. You can even spend a few months or 5 years in jail. The creator will not be held responsible for any misuse of EAS tones. This presentation will contain loud noises which will cause ear damage or hearing loss. Adjust your volume accordingly. The creator will not be held responsible for any hearing loss caused by this video. This presentation will contain topics that may trigger some viewers. Examples include depictions of war and terrorism, self-harm, horror, kidnapping, violence, blood and gore, torture, animal cruelty, death, and many others. Viewer discretion is advised. This presentation may also contain flashing lights which can cause people with photosensitive epilepsy to have seizures. Click off the video or look away if you have to. Do not steal or re-upload this video without permission from the copyright owner. By participating in copyright infringement or claiming the video as your own, you can end up with a DMCA strike on your channel. With all of that out of the way, enjoy our featured presentation.
The following message has been transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey. As of 9:30 a.m. Alaskan Daylight Time, an earthquake registering 7.2 on the Richter scale was reported in Juneau. This earthquake has caused extensive damage to Juneau and surrounding areas. The epicenter of the earthquake was located 5 miles northeast of Juneau. This earthquake was felt as far as Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. An estimated total of 31 fatalities and 74 injuries were reported from this earthquake. All residents in Juneau are advised to seek shelter immediately. Aftershocks of 4.0 or higher are expected in the next few days. Be prepared when an aftershock strikes. Stay tuned to local TV and radio stations for more information regarding this dangerous situation.
Good morning, Anchorage. This is KTUU serving the city of Anchorage and surrounding areas. We have some breaking news coming out of Juneau. As you may have heard, a 7.2 earthquake struck the capital city of Juneau, causing significant damage to the city. It is estimated that 31 people have died, 74 were injured, and countless are missing. We even felt the earthquake far from here. Aftershocks may occur in Juneau, so residents are advised to be prepared to be on the lookout for them. Wait. Huh? Why do I feel shaking? Earthquake! An earthquake! Get down!
Following message has been transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey. A very strong earthquake has struck the city of Anchorage. At 9:35 a.m. Alaskan Daylight Time, an earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 9.3 was epicenter 20 miles west of Anchorage. Catastrophic damage was reported in Anchorage, with reports of several buildings collapsing in the city and fissures opening up in areas near the city. This earthquake was felt as far southeast as Seattle, Washington, and was felt as far west as Newtok. A total of 156 casualties were reported, 320 were injured, and many more are missing. All residents in Anchorage seek shelter immediately. Aftershocks of 5.0 or higher are expected in the next few days. Be prepared when an aftershock strikes. Stay tuned for more information regarding this dangerous situation.
Hello, my name is David Surrender. I am a scientist at the United States Geological Survey. Recently, we have just detected an underwater earthquake which registered as an 8.2 on the Richter scale. This occurred at least 120 miles east off the coast of Kodiak Island. After the earthquakes that happened in Juneau and Anchorage, Alaska was in for a rude awakening. I have a bad feeling that a tsunami may be generated soon because of the underwater earthquake that struck. Let's hope that doesn't happen. People in Alaska near the coast are pretty nervous about what is going to happen next. Excuse me for 1 second. Huh? What's that? Oh, shit. I just received some information from the National Tsunami Warning Center in Palmer, Alaska. They say that a tsunami has been detected on the Doppler radar. I need to get in contact with the governor of Alaska and tell him to evacuate the citizens that are on or near the coast.
Huh? Is someone calling me? USGS? I better answer this. Hello, this is the governor of Alaska speaking.
Sir, this is David Surrender from the United States Geological Survey. We have just received word from the National Tsunami Warning Center in Palmer, Alaska, that they just detected a tsunami and it's headed for the Gulf Coast of Alaska. You need to evacuate everyone that is living on or near the coast immediately.
Oh no, don't worry, I will do that right away. Thanks for telling me. Goodbye.
The National Weather Service has issued a tsunami warning for the Gulf Coast of Alaska, including the following boroughs in Alaska: Aleutians East, Aleutians West, Lake and Peninsula, Kodiak Island, Kenai Peninsula, Valdez, Cordova, Yakutat City and Borough, Karuna and Goon, Sitka City and Borough, and Prince of Wales Hyder. This is a direct result of an 8.2 magnitude earthquake that struck 120 miles east of Kodiak Island at around 11:40 a.m. Alaskan Daylight Time. This tsunami was detected by the National Tsunami Warning Center in Palmer, Alaska. The tsunami is moving at a speed of 60 miles per hour and is expected to strike the Gulf Coast of Alaska in the next 2 hours. Wave heights are estimated to be around 250 feet. A tsunami warning means that a tsunami is imminent or occurring. If you live within 10 miles of the Gulf Coast, it is advised that you evacuate the area immediately. Grab supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio during your evacuation. You will also need essential items such as your ID and money. Do not pick up relatives from schools, hospitals, or nursing homes as they have their own evacuation procedures. There's no time for delay. You must evacuate or seek higher ground now, or you will face certain death. This concludes this activation of the emergency alert system. Civil danger warning for the Aleutian Islands. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey. A dangerous situation is currently unfolding in the Aleutian Islands. At 6:30 p.m. Hawaiian Aleutian Daylight Time, many reports have come in from eyewitnesses about smoke coming out of numerous volcanoes in the Aleutian Islands. While this does not mean that an eruption is imminent, it is expected that one should occur in the next few days. To add to this, the United States Geological Survey has indicated the high potential of rising magma from the volcanoes in the Aleutian Islands. Volcanoes which have reported steam coming out include Mexican, Frosty, Cagamil, Great Sitkin, Whale, Corroding, Canaja, Chinaga, Pavlov, and Mount Dutton. At this time, a voluntary evacuation is being declared for residents living near the consider sheltering in place. To shelter in place, turn off all lights in your home. Close, lock, and barricade all windows and doors. Seal any cracks on windows and doors with tape or damp towels. Remember that this is not a mandatory evacuation order, and you should only evacuate a few team as necessary. Stay tuned for more information regarding this developing situation.
Hello again. This is David Schrinder from the United States Geological Survey. Just giving you a quick follow-up on what was going on in Alaska recently. A few hours ago, a tsunami struck the Gulf Coast of Alaska, causing massive damage to areas along the coast. This tsunami had a peak height of 261 feet before slamming onto the Gulf Coast. Everyone that didn't evacuate the area was killed. Now, I think it's about time we discuss about the volcanoes in the Aleutian Islands. The information I got was fairly interesting. I didn't think that the volcanoes were going to be active during this time. My best guess is that maybe it was caused by seismic activity in the area over the past 12 hours. Well, who knows? Maybe it was even caused by that underwater earthquake a few hours ago. The one that generated a tsunami which struck the Gulf Coast of Alaska. Me and the rest of the workers at USGS have been monitoring these volcanoes ever since, and these volcanoes have the potential to erupt at any time. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Wait. Damn it, I jinxed it! The volcanoes are at risk of erupting! They even have a chance of erupting in the next 3 hours. The governor of Alaska needs to hear about this. I should notify him about this situation. This is serious.
Huh? Again? It's from USGS? I need to answer this. Hello, this is the governor of Alaska speaking.
Sir, this is David Schrinder from the United States Geological Survey. We have just received new information about the volcanoes in the Aleutian Islands.
What is it about?
The volcanoes are less than 3 hours away from erupting. You need to evacuate everyone living near these volcanoes immediately.
Oh God, that sounds serious. I'll do that right away. Thanks for letting me know. Goodbye.
volcanoes, it is advised that you evacuate immediately. Grab necessary supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio during your evacuation. You will also need essential items such as ID and money. Do not pick up any relatives from schools, hospitals, or nursing homes, as they have their evacuation procedures. Before evacuating, tie a white or bright colored towel to your door or mailbox to signal local authorities that you have obeyed the evacuation procedures. Then, calmly evacuate the area. Do not panic, as panicking will only make the situation worse. There is no time for delay. Evacuate now. Stay tuned for more information regarding this dangerous situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey in conjunction with the Federal Emergency Management Agency. A volcano warning has been issued for the Aleutian Islands. At 10:50 p.m. Hawaiian Aleutian Daylight Time, the United States Geological Survey confirmed that all of the volcanoes in the Aleutian Islands that were on the verge of erupting have all erupted simultaneously. The following volcanoes that have erupted are Makashin, Frosty, Kagamil, Great Sitkin, Westdahl, Korovin, Tanaga, Pavlov, and Mount Dutton. Ash has already been launched 10 kilometers into the atmosphere, and ashfall is expected in areas near the volcanoes in the next hour. There is a possibility of potential lava flows which are expected shortly, which will cause extensive damage to areas near the volcanoes. In addition, the mandatory evacuation order that was issued for the Aleutian Islands remains in effect until further notice. If you have not evacuated already, do so now. Remember to grab necessary supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio during your evacuation. You will also need essential items such as ID and money. If you choose to stay where you are, continue to shelter in place until an all-clear has been given by your local authorities. Remember to wear a breathing mask to protect yourself from exposure to ash. Evacuate now. If you refuse, you may be putting your life in danger and could be facing certain death if you can't find shelter. Stay tuned for more information regarding this dangerous situation.
say nothing. When you told me that I'm not around, I couldn't say nothing. If only I made it out of town, or I could've said hi for a minute now. Your lies I can't forget about. Hi for a minute now. Oh my, we've been fucking all night, yeah.
Civil danger for the state of Alaska. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States Geological Survey. At 12:30 p.m. Alaskan Daylight Time, reports have come in about multiple fissures opening up throughout the state of Alaska. This is likely due to severe seismic activity that has been occurring throughout the state of Alaska over the past 24 hours. These fissures are growing at an exponential rate, causing catastrophic damage to nearby cities in the state. There have been also reports of casualties being received from people falling into the fissures or being crushed by falling buildings. It is confirmed that these rifts are combining to form one massive rift fault, which will cause extensive damage as a result. All residents in the state of Alaska, no matter where you are, seek shelter immediately. If any of these fissures close and near your area, evacuate the area immediately. Do not panic, as panicking will only make the situation worse. Stay tuned to local TV and radio stations for more information on this dangerous situation.
Told me that I'm not around, I couldn't say nothing. If only I made it out of town, or I could've said hi for a minute now. Your lies I can't forget about. Hi for a minute now. Or I couldn't say nothing. When you told me that I'm not around, I couldn't say nothing. If only
A civil authority has issued civil emergency message for the following counties or areas. Alaska. At 2:30 p.m. on May 25th, 2032 effective until 3:30 p.m. Message from IPOSCAP. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, as well as the United States Geological Survey. Geologists at the United States Geological Survey have stated that the rift, which was situated in the state of Alaska, is beginning to collapse from the bottom. It is unknown what is expected to occur. As a result, a voluntary evacuation order is being issued for the entire state of Alaska. If you are going to evacuate, do so now. Grab necessary supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio for your journey. You will also need essential items such as ID and money. Evacuate the area in a calm and orderly manner. In addition, the United States Geological Survey has stated that a possible Verneshot event is expected to occur in the state of Alaska. A Verneshot is a large ejection of debris that occurs when gases build up deep underneath the crater non-stop, and then proceed to burst explosively. Verneshots are capable of causing an extinction-level event should one occur. It is possible that portions of the state of Alaska could be launched into the atmosphere. Do not panic, as panicking will only make the situation worse than it already is. Stay tuned to local TV and radio stations for more information regarding this developing situation.
Good evening, New York. You are listening to WCBS 880 AM, serving New York City and surrounding areas. The time right now is 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We have some breaking news to cover today. The United States Geological Survey has word of a possible Verneshot event that is expected to occur in the state of Alaska, which will then cause an extinction-level event. This has led to mass panic across the entire United States, with reports of citizens looting and rioting across many major cities across.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency in conjunction with the United States National Guard. Mass rioting and civil unrest are being reported across several major cities across the United States. This is likely due to mass panic as a result of an upcoming Verneshot event that will take place in Alaska that can cause an extinction-level event. Cities reported mass rioting include Los Angeles, California, Houston, Texas, New York City, New York, Dallas, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, Miami, Florida, San Francisco, California, Atlanta, Georgia, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Seattle, Washington, and many other cities. People were seen roaming around the streets and started looting, rioting, and causing property damage, fires, injuries, and even fatalities. Police and National Guard units are on the scene in an attempt to stop the riots. All residents receiving this message are advised to remain indoors and lock all windows and doors. These rioters may be carrying firearms. If a rioter breaks into your home, use any form of protection by all means. Do not participate in the riots, as you will be arrested and charged to the fullest extent of the law. Do not panic, as panicking will only make the situation worse. Stay tuned to local stations for more information on this developing situation.
This is a national emergency message requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national-level emergency. The President or its designated representative will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by.
We interrupt your programming. This is a global emergency. Important instructions will follow. Please stand by. Please stand by. The President or his designated representative will be speaking on the air shortly.
Good morning. I am the representative of the President, as he is currently unable to speak at this time. The following message I'm about to give you has been transmitted at the request of the President, the United States Government, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, effective as of 7 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Citizens of the United States, I regret to inform you that a catastrophic situation has occurred in the state of Alaska. As of this broadcast, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration has detected 5 massive objects that have been launched into the Earth's stratosphere. It is confirmed that these objects are portions of the state of Alaska. This has caused large openings in the Earth's crust, which are currently visible to the naked eye. These objects range from 100 miles in diameter to 150 miles in diameter. It has been confirmed that these objects will make impact in Australia, and this will occur in the next 45 minutes. It is confirmed that the Verneshot event we are about to experience will be similar to an asteroid impact. When these objects impact the Earth, giant mega tsunamis will form all around the world, with earthquakes above 10.0 on the Richter scale, which will be felt all across the world. A very loud noise will be heard all across the globe, along with firestorms, which will rage across the planet. The vaporized rock will fill the Earth's atmosphere, which will then cause the sun to be blocked for around 25 years. My fellow Americans, I hate to say this, but there is nothing we can do to stop this situation from taking place, and there will be no way of surviving this catastrophic event. All we can do now is brace for the end. Gather with anyone or anything you care about, such as your friends, family, pets, or anything else that comforts you, and brace for our final moments on Earth. If you are a part of a religion, pray to your higher being or beings and repent. Do not tell younger children about this event, and ensure their well-being during our final moments together. I have selected a verse from the Holy Bible to be read on the air, and I will be reading Psalm 127, a song of ascents of Solomon. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain. In vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat, for he grants sleep to those he loves. Children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from him. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are children born in one's youth. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. They will not be put to shame when they contend with their opponents in court. The national anthem will play following the conclusion of this alert. After this message, all internet, radio, and television services will be disconnected and shut down for good. From the representative of the President, goodbye forever. And may God bless the United States of America.
Event type is admin. For all of Canada. From the Canadian government.
Le type d'événement est admin. Pour tout le Canada. Du gouvernement canadien.
A catastrophic situation is occurring in Alaska in the United States. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration along with the Canadian Space Agency have detected 5 objects that were launched into the Earth's atmosphere. These objects are confirmed to be large portions of the state of Alaska.
Une situation catastrophique se produit en Alaska aux États-Unis. La National Aeronautics and Space Administration et l'Agence spatiale canadienne ont détecté 5 objets qui ont été lancés dans l'atmosphère terrestre. Il est confirmé que ces objets sont de grande partie de l'État de l'Alaska.
These objects range from 100 miles in diameter, or 161 kilometers, to 150 miles in diameter, or 241 kilometers. It's confirmed that these objects will make impact in the next 45 minutes. Its targets are confirmed to be the country of Australia.
Ces objets vont de 100 000 de diamètre, ou 161 km, à 150 000 de diamètre, ou 241 km. Il est confirmé que ces objets auront un impact dans les 45 prochaines minutes. Il est confirmé que ces cibles sont le pays d'Australie.
A Verneshot event will be similar to an asteroid impact. When the objects hit the Earth, giant mega-tsunamis will form, massive earthquakes of 10.0 or higher on the Richter scale will occur, an extremely loud noise would be heard across the planet, followed by huge firestorms which will then rage across the globe. In addition, the vaporized rock will fill the Earth's atmosphere, causing the sun to be blocked for 25 years.
Un événement Verneshot sera similaire à un impact d'astéroïde. Lorsque les objets frapperont la Terre, des méga-tsunamis géants se formeront, des tremblements de terre massifs de 10,0 ou plus sur l'échelle de Richter se produiront, un bruit extrêmement fort se fera entendre à travers la planète, suivi d'énormes tempêtes de feu qui feront ensuite rage à travers le globe. De plus, la roche vaporisée remplira l'atmosphère terrestre, provoquant le blocage du Soleil pendant 25 ans.
Humanity will not be capable of surviving such a catastrophe. All civilians in Canada are advised to gather their loved ones and brace for the end. Pray to your God or goddess if you are part of a religion, and repent. Do not tell younger children about what is going on right now. After this message, all internet, radio, and television services will be disconnected for good. The national anthem will play following the conclusion of this message. God bless Canada.
L'humanité ne sera pas capable de survivre à une telle catastrophe. Tous les civils au Canada sont invités à rassembler leurs proches et à se préparer pour la fin. Priez votre Dieu ou votre déesse si vous faites partie d'une religion et repentez-vous. Ne parlez pas aux jeunes enfants de ce qui se passe en ce moment. Après ce message, tous les services Internet, radio et télévision seront définitivement déconnectés. L'hymne national jouera après la conclusion de ce message. Que Dieu bénisse le Canada.
This is an emergency broadcast from the Australian government. A catastrophic situation is taking place against our country. The current threat level is emergency, meaning an emergency is taking place. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration along with several space agencies across the world have detected 5 massive objects that were launched into the atmosphere. These objects resemble large portions of the state of Alaska, originating from the United States. These objects are between 100 to 150 miles in diameter. Large openings in the Earth's crust are now visible. It is speculated that these objects will impact Australia in the next 45 minutes. Targeted cities include Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Perth, and Adelaide. A Verneshot event will be similar to an asteroid impact. When these objects make impact, giant mega tsunamis will form, earthquakes above 10.0 on the Richter scale will occur, and a deafening noise would be heard across the world, followed by large firestorms which will rage across the planet. In addition, the vaporized rock will fill the Earth's atmosphere which will then cause the sun to be blocked for 25 years. Humanity will not be capable of surviving an event like this. If you reside in any of these cities, evacuating is not an option. The only option that is left for you is to accept your fate. Gather with your friends and family and brace for the end. If you are part of a religion, pray to your higher beings and repent. Engage in any activity that comforts you. Children's programming in the country will resume to keep children distracted during our final moments. There is nothing that can be done to stop this. We are all going to die. All television and radio stations will cease transmission after this broadcast. The national anthem will play after this message concludes. May God help us all.
that happened in Alaska, as well as the tsunami and volcanic eruptions, and the recent rift which split Alaska into large pieces. I believe that this is all connected to an upcoming doomsday. Working at